Alright, I figured that while the internet is down, I'd make a video or two that I had on my head. So I want to talk about how to fix the the best characters. How to fix Marvel Rivals best characters, right? Because I made the one for the worst characters, and we're gonna make the same thing again. First on my list is fucking Hawkeye. I hate that bastard, and I want him to die. Genuinely. Like, Loka genuinely. He's not cutting it. But, realistically, it is very skillful and very, you have to be really good to hit those headshots consistently throughout the entire game. And if you keep his headshot exactly where it is, I think he's fine. What I would do is I would lower his damage by half it, dude. Half his damage. But I don't know what the actual multipliers would be for this. Make his headshot multiplier so that his headshots do the same damage right now. So body shot damage halved, headshots same. That way he still one shots headshots. He takes out a third of a tank's health with a headshot, but he's not taking out a third of Rogue's health with a body shot. I'll be playing Mag or Emma, and suddenly nearly a third of my health is gone. And consistently that happens, and I have to play Strange Mag. Come on, dude. He shouldn't be doing that much. He's not hitting headshots. And a lot of them, I'll watch kill cams, and he's just charging to 100, hitting you in the body, and just consistently doing that to the point where you just have to swap off. You have to swap off tank, or you have to swap to a shield tank, so that way you can nullify a lot of that damage. There's just no real way around it. So yeah, I'd lower headshot damage. No, keep headshot damage the same, lower body shot damage. Probably half it, or maybe just drop it by a third, because half might be too brutal to him. Then I would take his explosive arrows. Those have no purpose right now, dude. There is no reason to use the explosive arrows. But because they start all collected and then spread out, maybe he could use it as some sort of shotgun. Make it so each individual explosion does about a third of the damage of his headshot. I'm thinking about this. They do about the fourth of the damage of his headshot, because that means they would each do a body shot, and there's no reason to use the normal bow again. They need to do enough damage, at least close up, so that way it's worthwhile using as a shotgun. Because why would you ever use them in the state they're in right now? Right, Hawkeye's main bow is so broken that there's no point in using anything else in his kit. You use the sword slash to get people away from you, so you can use your main bow. There is nothing else. You don't use anything else in his kit because it is more useful to just shoot arrows into their team. Gambit. And Gambit's hard because he does everything, right? That's part of why he's broken. Right? I heard someone complaining oh, you nerfed the support's healing. Oh my gosh. And they did nerf his healing, which I think wasn't the solution. I don't think that was the solution. I don't think the Invis shield... I think the Invis shield nerf was too much, honestly. But... let me wrap my mind around what I want to say. But it's not the fact that they healed too much that made them so strong. It's the fact that they were unkillable. They healed too much, and they did the same amount of damage as a DPS. They would have same finals as a DPS, same amount of damage. There was nothing holding them back. They could do everything. So they either need to lower the healing, or they need to lower the damage. Either one. I talked about my triple supports video, and I'm only going to touch on Gambit because I think I talked about Sue I know I talked about Sue in the triple support video, but I have more ideas on what we could do with Gambit. With Gambit, you can lower his base healing and lowers base healing, but right now for using the hearts boost, I don't think there is a flat flat healing boost you get just for having it active. Like there's a flat damage boost for having the spades active. I could be wrong on that. I don't play him as much as I play other supports when I have to flex because he's more complicated. He's not as easy, and he's not Jeff. I'll say it. I'll be brave. He's my favorite. He doesn't work all the time, so I don't play him all the time. But if you making me get off tank, I'm picking my boy. It is what it is. I'll be brave and I'll say that. But I don't think he has a flat healing boost. So you lower his base healing with his cards, but give him a healing boost. And make the healing boost on hearts, if there is one, up the healing boost so that way when he has the hearts cards, if there is currently a healing boost on his hearts, up it so that way when he activates hearts, he does more than he does currently. Lower in base, increase in hearts, he heals more in theory. Don't reduce the healing of his dashes and stuff. Just give Gambit like some sort of passive where he heals himself less. If that makes sense. Because the problem of the bridge boost bouncing between too many people wasn't that it bounced between the same person too often. It was that you could use it and bounce it on yourself, and it'd bounce on yourself too many times, and you couldn't die. That was the problem with it. It's not that bridge boost is too strong. Bridge boost was just as fine as Cloak and Dagger's cape, and now you've made that one super broken. So why don't you use the? No, that doesn't make sense to me. So I would just give him the normal healing of his abilities back, especially the one that uses cards, since cards are such a limited resource for Gambit. And I don't really know what I'm talking about with Gambit, so feel free to correct me. But then on top of that, just give him reduced healing from his own abilities, right? That would fix it. He would be able to die. And then if you still want to make him a threat, up the damage boost he gets when he uses spades. Because then the only times he is doing super heavy damage or super heavy healing is when he uses his abilities, his cooldown abilities that you cannot increase the cooldown of, that he only gets 4 charges of, and so therefore it takes a lot of skill. The skill ceiling has been raised, and the skill floor in some parts, and then on top of that, he cannot do everything at once. He can't hit the spades button and keep somebody up. If you hit spades, you have to commit to it, or you have to shoot off an ability so you can hit hearts so you can heal bot. You have to pick and choose, because if he's going to be jack of all trades, he can't be the master of every single trade. Jack of all trades, master of none. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of a thing like that. Deadpool needs fixed in that scenario too, but that's a whole separate video. If I want to make it, I'd probably write a script for that one, or at least a bullet point thing of lists. The whole point is that these aren't scripted, but like, you know what I mean. Psylocke, just nerf that ultimate, dude. They buffed the amount of health that you need. Not the amount of health. They buffed the amount of damage each slash did, and it is crazy. It is insane. Whenever I see Psylocke being played, in my games, in games below me, in games above me, she pretty much just sits on an off angle, farms, because she doesn't do enough damage, unless she burns all of her util, she doesn't do enough damage to get easy picks. So she just farms people who aren't dying for ult, and gets a pick if she sees someone else got them low, snap, try and finish, and then ult when you get it. And their fix to that was, oh shoot, she's only good because of that. Well, she's good as a poke character, but she's broken because of her ult? We'll increase the damage of the ult. The ult is doing too much? Oh shoot. It costs more now. It takes longer to get it. Your character just farms for longer. I don't get it. I don't see how that's a solution. It's a band-aid at best. Bucky. I think Bucky is consistently top tier just because of all the amount of ridiculous CC he has. All I want to do with Bucky is increase his skill ceiling, right? So you can only make it so you can only grab one person at a time, reduce his projectile size because it is massive, and then either reduce or completely take away the AoE, because yes, his bullets do AoE. I don't know why. They do AoE, they're massive, they're not hard to hit, every ability reloads them. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 CCs. The pull, the push, the grounded after you push, and then the slow. Oh, don't worry, he gets an extra charge of his slow. He's got 5 CCs. Like, this is, it's insane. At least increase the skill cap, right? There's so many times where me and my buddy will be playing tank, both of us, and me, him, and a DPS get pulled by Bucky. Like, we're all playing a corner, all 3 of us get pulled. Make it so you can only pull one. That way you have to really aim, really wait for your moment. You really have to, there's a more skill involved with doing it. And then make the bullets smaller, remove the AoE, so that way you really have to aim for it. If he was hard to play, I would be fine. But like, I'll hop on quick play, and sure, it's quick play, but I'll hop on quick play and ace every time with Bucky because it's not hard. You just stand there, shoot, pull, do the turnaround tech with the shift, and then they can't really get away. You get a free headshot off both the pull and the push. Nobody can really heal them because they're behind your tanks now. Oh, if they're getting away, well, I gotta slow down for you. You're still getting away? No, you're slowed down again. And you can't fly, if you could anyways. So yeah, each of his balls has an extra CC if you really want to count that, because it grounds flying enemies. I don't know. Bucky, I just want them to increase the skill ceiling, how much skill it's required. Like, they keep buffing Mr. Fantastic, but not in any ways that induce skill. So he doesn't get any better at higher ranks, he just gets better at lower ranks. Like, because sometimes, recently, I've been on a huge losing streak when I play by myself. I'll lose, and then I'll go down to a certain point, and I'll see people who play Lord Fantastic, and they'll sweep the lobby, and then I'll go back up, and I'll see, like, Lord Fantastic, and maybe it's just the ones I've been playing with, but they do, like, ass, and have to hop off after round 1, because it doesn't work. People know, just shoot the big guy. If you go into refrigerator mode, just shoot him down, then, because it's like a mag bubble for him in that moment. You use it until you can get healed, and then you're at full health again. Just instantly burst that as fast as you can. If you're a tank, or if you're behind your tanks, chances of you getting hit by the pew, 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 the shot from it, very low. And then you just keep fighting him, and he dies. Moon Knight, please increase his ult charge. Right. So here's how ult charge works. When you start the game, you get 12 points per second. Ult charge points. I don't remember what the exact word is. But, and then if you DPS, the amount of damage you do is directly converted into points. So tell me, why does Moon Knight do some of the most damage in the game and has one of the least ult charge? The lowest cost ults in the game. That's kind of buns. I don't understand why you would do that. Please just increase it. Because everything else about him is fine, but I have to deal with the moon every fucking fight. Every fucking fight, you do the moon and you place it, then you onk, so people can't really get away. You're lucky if you get out as a support, because he places it right on the supports. And then, on top of that, I'm a tank. I'm in the front. He places it on top of the supports. I can't walk backwards through a Moon Knight ult, so I'm dead. He cuts me off, and I'm dead. That's pretty much, like, it's so awful. And I'm not fine with the power of it. I think it should be good. It's a really good ult. But the fact that he has it up, the uptime on that thing is so consistent and so much. Just reduce the ult charge. And then I'm running along. Maybe I'll do more of this if you want me to. Like, Oh, what's his name? What's his name? He's a creator. I watch him all the time. But I don't remember his name because there was a thing that Matt Pat said, and it was like long form content versus short form content. I watch his short form content, so I don't know what his name is. And, I think that's something to say. But, he does the what's the problem with blank. And maybe I could talk more about these characters that I like, but the last one I'm going to talk about is Daredevil. They didn't fix the fact that he is a bonus health merchant. He just, everything he does, bonus health. He has so much bonus health, he gets it all the time. He essentially, there was one time I was playing him, and people were looking at me. I just button mashed, and I essentially got most of my health bar back in bonus health before I died. Like, I had 2 health bars at that point. What is this, man? Venom? No. They lowered his damage, but not from. They lowered his damage, but it doesn't look like it's a lot. Daredevil mains let me know, because I've only seen one clip of anyone even complaining about it, and in the clip, it was his fault. He dove in, and he hit his batons. He immediately switched targets, then targeted the one that was getting healed by Invis's shield, which the nerf didn't apply to other people, so why would you shoot that person, not the Invis who was in the open? I don't know. It didn't look like it was, because of the nerfs that he didn't get a kill there. I don't know. What am I saying? Yeah, he just farms bonus health. It doesn't seem like the damage has lowered that much, so just choose one. He's either super explosive, lots and lots of damage in a short time. He could probably kill 3 people before you get to him if you're not fast enough. Or hyper sustain, because we have both. Well, now that Venom has his hit regs, Venom does a lot of damage. It's kind of disgusting, but I just think you gotta choose one. He can't do both and be balanced, as we've seen, because he does both and he's not balanced. People still ban him in my games. Not as much, but people still ban him. So yeah, I need to know if that damage nerf was a lot, because I only played him when he first came out to try him out. Not my type of character, so I haven't played him much. But you guys let me know if the damage nerf was a lot, and let me know what you think about my opinions on how to make these characters more balanced. If you made it through this far in the video, wow, you'll listen to 18 minutes of me just yabbering on about this game that I like. So like, comment, subscribe, do the things that you do. That's about it. Thank you. Wet Willy.